Good morning, laddies. My name is Chess, and welcome to the What If Deku was the Castle King, or whatever. And I'll show it. Yeah, or Wall King. So, yeah. Zuko is a pretty powerful. I'm also throwing in, like, Zumi. So that yeah. So, when he was born as a brick. Yeah. Like, the ones that you see on his body, the one right is his thumb that connects his tip part, the long piece, and to the palm thing. Yeah, he was a small size one. So they decided to get rid of him because they wanted to see that. So, yeah. Sorry. So when Zuko was, so it's basically My Hero Academia, but main main character is Zumi instead of Zuko. But it's basically like that. But Zuko, when he was born, or when he was growing up, so he went from a brick to becoming like the golem, ancient golem thing. He's at age of 4. As, yeah, some of them think he was a monster and they don't allow him to go to school. As he taught himself how to speak. And, yeah. But turns out it was his outer shell. So then when age of 15 came along, he actually did save a girl from drowning as he picks her up from the water. It was a different girl than that squid one. I always forget his name. The one that's in class 1B. Or no, 1A. We're just watching, or we're reading his, like, arc. Yeah. He basically did the same thing. Oh, crap. Not sponsored, but I had the itch on my foot. Or not. On my hand and misclicked. So, yeah. So he helps her. Sir. And they thought he was a mutant, but turns out he was just a golem, as he talked like a human. As that little girl was none other than, yeah, Momo Arozu. You might be wondering, how did she end up? Well, she accidentally was trying to walk home, and with her friends, and her friends decided to push her into the water. She didn't know how to swim, so yeah. But Zuko picked her up, and he had some spare clothes, like, for her. So she basically, it was a brick wall, so he made like a little wall around her so that so that no one can see her changing. As he made sure that he was looking away, so as Momo is happy that someone cares about her, because most of the time her friends give her credit and like prank her, but someone, and she understood what he is. Yeah. As she decided, of course, her friends, or of course, he basically grabbed both of them, and he looked at them and he says, "Be nice to them," or to her, okay? It was like a deep voice, but it was soothing kind of voice. As they said, "We will." So, yeah, time progressed. The Zuko's body went through another, when he was just age of 14. He basically became a castle, but he knows that he can open his insides, and or he's not even wearing like a jackets like what those other, he's not showing anyone. He's actually just a doorway to like teleport from one area to the other. And he has the like power of infinity. So he decides to make his own avatar. That's calm, cool, collective. Yeah. As it's basically, he made his own soul. So, yeah. As, yeah. He goes into UA. As, yeah. The Zumi didn't recognize him. Zuko uses his fast intelligence. He used reality bend to randomly bring stuff to, yeah, and time stopping at, yeah. So, yeah, that's what Zuko is. As, yeah. I wish there was a retrain of him with that effect that he did. And so, yeah. He decides, so he goes back into his body. Because his body was like the house, movable house. As he, yeah. So he decides to sleep inside of himself. As, yeah. It's like 2 for 1. But he's just a spirit. Not a clone, not like. So, yeah. This is what he sees himself. As the Eraserhead wanted to ask him, or actually tells him what score or points that he has. As Zuko, yeah, I'm skipping the rest of that part. He goes to class 1A, and yeah. He it was pretty big from within himself. It was like, how will I put this? It was like every room was different. Like if these were rooms, like all connected to the main room. Yeah. So dinosaurs or he could teleport anyone into anywhere. I'm skipping the ball throw because he got infinity, and yeah, he got, or of course the UA Or, no. I'm skipping to USJ. And in this alternate timeline, they didn't take a bus. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? They didn't take a bus. Because the bus was running. Because how scared the bus drivers were. So they're like, we're going to be late. As Zuko says, can I make a suggestion? How about go into there? As he points to himself, as everyone is scared of going in, because it might end up teleporting them to a darkest world. As he says, huh, that's okay. You guys don't want to? Go ahead and just wait around. And as Tenya noticed that but when Zuko actually told Tenya that place is actually my body. As he says, huh. As he opens the doors for his own spirit to go back into his body. Yeah. As he walks in, as he moves around, as they all had that face, like what? As he waves at them, I am Zuko. As Momo trusts him, so she ends up opening. He opens both doors, and they all went into him, and they teleported to USJ. As they did a head count, but only Zuko is missing. So they hear this dun 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 dun. Like, basically, he walked all the way from USJ or UA to USJ. He plants himself. Oh. Well, and yeah. He planted himself right in front. So yeah. As they were like, huh, you have teleporting abilities? Like Wargate things? Yeah. But if I really wanted to, I would have put my doors, or I'm basically like a house, but on steroids and all that stuff. As he Zuko was right there, came out, and I'm just the spirit of him, or of it. So, of my own body. And no, I'm not like the ghost. Host that even. Sorry. I stutter a lot, I think. So, yeah, the Zuko was basically. Or Momo, who. Oh. Oh. Doesn't remember it. But when she. She feels this aura radiating off of his body that she already knew him before. As, yeah, her outfit, or she was just like 4-year-old kid. Yeah. She ends up like, as she's trying to remember who was this kid. As, yeah. The is like, huh. So he asks if you could teleport anywhere, why can't you teleport yourself? I'm basically a machine. Yeah, so then the interruption got or like the talking got interrupted by the villains, and yeah, the villains were attacking. As Zuko, who tells Tenya, "Do you trust me?" As he, yeah, he says, as 13 says, I want you I want you, Tanya, to go. Sorry. Or 13 tells Tanya to go get reinforcements. Or like get a pro heroes. But Zuko tells him go through his body as his golem's body. Okay, that's fastest way. As Zuko's body opens the doors, as Zuko, oh, yeah. Ready? Go. As he goes right through, and he ends up at UA in about 0.1 seconds. Like, it was instant. Yeah. As when he told All Might that the Zuko or that the villains were attacking and all that stuff. Yeah. They had no time, so they ran all the way. As Zuko whose spirit went full on assault mode. Yeah. AKA, he basically knocked every villain unconscious. And they weren't just low tier villains, they were the high tier villains. Most dangerous one of them all. They were the most dangerous people on the world, so yeah. He just knocks them out to 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, what's this big? Or of course, when the pro heroes arrived, Mountain Lady says, "What's this big door doing right here?" As Dead Arms, or whatever his name is, though, he says, or actually, All Might says, "I believe that's Zuko's body, his real body." That's what Midnight says. As Mountain Lady couldn't believe, because the door was big enough to put herself in. Yeah. As Zuko already knows that they're already here, so he's the Nomu and him. Okay. So everyone, let's soften you up, Nomu, as he uppercuts him. Alright. Here you go, All Might. He's softened up. And in order to kill this abomination creature, that's aim for his brain. That's his Achilles heel. Okay. I just realized that the Kirigiri is, I know he's a Hayanomu, but he's a human. But did you ever think about him disposing his brain? So yeah. So everyone, let's say it was cold, like almost below 0 temps. And Zuko tells them that how about get in my body, okay? As the frog girl's like, is it gonna be too cramped in there? No, actually, each bedroom or each room has its own, like, or come with me, as they all like class A, because all the villains were like doing, or pro heroes and villains were doing their thing. Zuko brought everyone into his, basically like a pocket universe. as they see beautiful furniture that looks like it has been polished up, not even a single dust. It was like, to their shock, not out of like sad shock thing, but they couldn't believe this kid, his body is basically a doorway to his pocket universe. As each, like, they had doors going into certain bedrooms. Even they had because his body or his mind copied everyone's name that was in class 1A. As she walks up and she looks around, as she sees her own name on one of the doors. As she asks, "Can I open it?" "Sure." As she opens the door, and it's her bedroom. Like, she couldn't believe that her own friend that she only has her classmates was her knew her bedroom was. And she says, or he says, that each bedroom each of these doors have your real life bedrooms in. And don't worry, so yeah, all of them are shocked. It made so much space that even when Todoroki they actually went and took a nap except for Momo, and Zuko, as Momo asked, "Were you that?" And where did it go? Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. And yeah, so Zuko, or as Momo asked him, or she actually had a picture where as she shows it of the golem, as he says, "Huh, that's what I looked like when I was age of 4." As Momo is shocked. So wait, of course she says, "Wait, so you're saying that he, or you are him, it?" Yeah, that was my kid form. As Momo decided in because she knew that he was being so kind heart. So she said thank you for leaving my life back there, and yeah. So yeah, Momo comes up or walks up to the spirit's body, or yeah, spirit of Zuko's body, and hugs him. Yeah. So then, yeah. Let's do a time skip. I'm skipping the sports festival, internship, the camp arc, or actually the mall arc one, the with like Sharky threatens the Ink or no Zuko. No one from Canon. Yeah. Well, he in this whatever he had a lot of money because compared to Momo, he actually made a lot of dollars. Yeah. And he paid for everything. Yeah. As they shop around, they even had, or like he, because he had the powers to do that. As he paid for all of it. Yeah, and plus, one of his living rooms that he has was a full furnished cathedral. Yeah. Like, you could put Class A and Class B together on it, and it won't fall through. Even put an elephant on there. So, yeah, at Momo's place, Momo is thinking about dating him. Like absolute straight off the bat. So yeah. So now the camp arc, I'm skipping, but during the raid arc, like All for One versus All Might, as he moves pretty fast for a door, so his like when All for One uses his ability to kill All Might, it as All Might says, "Is this the end, or me?" as the big door opens up. As when he opens it, as the attack went in, and yeah, it was like the mystical cannons things. When when it went through, it came out through the other portal. As All for One got one-shotted by his own attack. Basically, he couldn't regenerate fast enough, so he ended up dying from it. From his own attack. There was nothing remains. Just his helmet, and that's it. So yeah. Zuko turns around as not one, not two, not three, but 300 Zukus just randomly popped out. And they weren't just like in the what was it? They weren't just like his spirit one. It was like Dr. Zuko, Nurses Zuko. Yeah. They ended up in the Pro Hero Zuko versions. As it was like the N plus the destruction workers and saviors. As everyone couldn't believe, they actually looks at him, or they couldn't believe that this kid's crazy. As the bunny girl was walking right beside his body, as he says, or as she says this, you're pretty skilled with having all these extra helpers. Yeah, as plus All Might was. And you might be wondering about what happened to One for All. It got given to Zumi. As yeah, he has enough responsibility on his plate. As yeah, it's a portable like. So yeah, and there's like 4 of these popped out, even helping to make sure that the other buildings don't like collapse even more. Yeah. It was like a cleanup crew gone so right. Yeah, like as one day after the like radar and Momo finally confesses to Zuko of how she feels about him. So they went on a date, and I'm skipping the overhaul fight, and they became pro heroes, and they got married. Yeah. They got married to her. And he asked, or actually during the like talent show thing, of course, they were like, it's gonna be too small for all of us to perform. You had to get rid of some of them. And Zuko was like, huh, how about try big stage like mine? And yeah, are you sure? As everyone and walks in, as the students looked, and what they saw could amaze you. The stage that was inside of Zuko was big enough to put 300,000 elephants on it, and it won't break. And Zuko says, is this big enough? And no, that's perfect. How did you know? Remember, my powers allows me to do anything. So yeah, Zuko became that. So now this is the end. And please leave a like, share, subscribe, and do all that stuff. And comment down below. Who would you be, or like, do you want me to continue this series, or like do like parts of it so that I don't have to strain my voice about these things? What do you want? I'm listening to you. So yeah. So bye.